What is up, ADG traders? This is Munya and welcome back to my trading channel. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make an analysis for V75. We're going to analyze V75, we're going to analyze V100, and we're also going to analyze V25 and V10. So make sure you pay attention because I'm going to explain some very important price action concepts that you can follow throughout this week. We're also going to bring up an analysis of what is going to happen throughout this whole week within these indices. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn the notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I post this kind of videos. And if you want to support this channel, make sure you click that like button and stay tuned and watch other videos that I've posted on this channel. Okay, so before I start, if you want to win free VIP access, make sure you comment down below what you think is going to happen to these indices, and I'll pick a winner each and every week that gets free VIP access of my signals. Okay, you can also join us on our Telegram channel and on my Instagram page. Just go and follow. The link is down below in the description box below. So right now we're looking at V75. We want to make a very accurate analysis of what is going to happen with this index, right? So we're in a daily time frame, and these yellow lines that you see, these horizontal yellow lines that you see, represent areas of price importance or areas of decision making in the market, right? So we either call those the support and resistance zones, or we just call them they can be liquidity zones, or they can be decision making zones, right? So as usual, we know that our price moves in patterns, right? Price moves in patterns. There is no way price is going to just move in a straight line, but price will have to move in a pattern, right? So what you see happening within these blue borders, sorry about that, what you see happening within these blue borders is the pattern that is being described, right? The market moves in impulses and retracement, right? So we don't expect price to just move in a straight line, but we expect price to breathe in and out, right? And this is exactly what is happening with our V75. So what you see here, we have the highest price point that you can see up here, which we can call the high of the month or the high of the year or the high of the day, right? But for this case, we'll just call it the high of the month, right? And then price went all the way back down to set a low, right? And within the high and the low, we have these minor highs and minor lows that occur, right? This is how price moves. So what we want to do is want to analyze the next high or the next low that price is going to reach, as simple as that. So clearly we can see that price is moving from a high. I'll start off from this point. It went back down to the set up a low of this, right? It went back high but could not break the previous high, set up a low but could not break the previous low. This is indecision in the market. And then it went back up high to set a new high, right, breaking the previous highs, right, and came back down and almost breaking the previous low, right, and then went back up high, failed to break the previous high and came back down. So what have you noticed in this market? You can see that this is now an area of support. Price has been testing but failing to break this point. Or price has been testing this point but failing to break it, right? So immediately we now know that this is a very important price point. And even if you extend, you can see that so many decisions were made at this price level. So many decisions were being made at this price level. So what I expect here is we expect price to start bouncing and go back up and maybe break this previous high, or we expect price to just break out of this line, of this zone, right, and start going back down. But this can be cancelled. This decision can be cancelled. How? We can look at our trade this way. We can say we want to trade from support to resistance zones only. So from support level, we are looking for a resistance zone. From a support level, we are looking for a resistance zone. So once we have reached this support zone, already we are now looking for this resistance zone of our price, either this point or any point above, which is a resistance zone, something like this, right? So this is called trading from support to resistance, or from resistance to support zone, which is what we would want to target within this setup, because we're in a daily time frame, right? So this is what we expect V75 to perform like. Let's move on to V100 and see what we have. So in the daily time frame, we have this nice uptrend that is occurred. I can highlight it for you. See that we are in a major uptrend, and this is how price is behaving. So we are about to reach a peak, right? There's a peak formation that is about to be met. Price is going to push up, probably this level. Then from there, we expect price to start bouncing back down. Okay, we can move on to smaller time frames so that it can become more clearer to you guys. Okay, we're in a smaller time frame. This is how we expect our price to. You can see that price is forming a nice wedge going up, and we're about to form a peak up there. So buying to the peak and then waiting for it to sell down, a wiser type of trade. Okay, let's move on to V25, see what we have. So in V25 we have this setup. We have this setup of a downtrend. As you can see, we have a nice slope, right? You can start from here, from the peak to peak, and also just to make it a channel so that you know price in this channel. You can also have something like this so that you can see that it's clearly pointing down. And from what has been happening, we're coming out from this consolidation zone, right? There was a breakout, a retest. So this was the breakout, this was the retest, and then price then started going back down again. So we expect price, since it has just broken its previous low, we expect price to keep on driving downwards, to continue in the downtrend it has just confirmed, right? So this is V25. You can move on to smaller time frames and see some lighter trades that you can jump into. So this is what we have. You can also have even smaller channels that price is following. You also have these smaller channels that price is following. You can see we've already reached the peak of this top trend line that you see up there. Okay, so selling would be much more convenient. So lastly, we're going to look at V10, and this is what happened to V10. We had this nice wedge going up, and then we had a breakout of that wedge. Price came back to retest our trend line, and then boom, started going back down, set another higher low, broke this previous low, and continued in the downtrend. So selling again would be a wiser decision. Okay, so this is all for this week on these volatility indices. I hope to catch you guys on the next videos. Make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you check out all the other videos that are on this platform so that you get a full package and you are able to trade on your own. If you want to join my VIP group, make sure you hit me up. Till next time.